My name is Darrel Cubillos, service manager over at Larry H. Miller Casa Chrysler Jeep. Number one reason decided to choose Auto.Live was we just had no formal multi-point tool here, no good communication between service advisors, technicians, parts department. I mean, everything was done paper, hand estimates. I mean, just real no streamlined process to help us out. The launch was pretty awesome. Actually, none that I've never seen before. You have X amount of people. I'd say 6 to 8 individuals from Auto.Live working with the advisors, the parts team, the technicians, and all staying in those departments, which is awesome to have the actual individuals right next to you working with you throughout the process while you're working with customers is just awesome. It's just the best way to do it, honestly. I mean, if you have any questions, they're right there to help you out. So that's what's really great about it, and it's just seamless. I mean, to have that kind of launch go forward and just work so well is just awesome. The biggest improvement I'd say would be communication and accountability. Um, like I said, going back to it, they used to have to go to the shop to check on cars and see what the process was, talk to technicians, see where it was at. They were always away from their desk, going to the back counter, making multiple phone calls to the back parts counter, to the technician, calling the cell phone. So it was just really not efficient at all. And going with Auto.Live, I mean, it's just you send a message. If you have a question with parts, you send a message to the technician, you send it to the customer to approve an estimate. I mean, just the amount of time the advisor could spend at their desk now, not getting distracted going elsewhere, is just priceless. They're making appointments, answering phones, selling work, and it's just a great benefit to have Auto.Live. The biggest advantage I would say would be having it all in one program. I've had a digital MPI, I've had an appointment setter, I've had a payment platform and a texting platform, and to have it all streamlined in one program is just what's really easy for the advisor, so they don't have to learn different softwares, learn to navigate through one option just to do one thing at a time. To have it all set there from start to finish is what's awesome. Make the appointment, do the walk around, do the upsells, do the MPI, text the estimate to the customer, and then do the payment on it as well. I mean, it's just flawless. The cool thing about it is when the Auto.Live trainers leave is they still leave one individual behind for about a week, which is a huge help. If we have any questions, still learning it, he can answer all that. But the biggest part of it is the help button on it there. I mean, there's been many times I've clicked the button and within a minute I get a response and they start looking into my issue or they respond right away, and it's just something that I'm doing. Usually it's a lot of user error if there's any questions and we're just trying to clarify what we got to do on it. So that's the biggest thing, just to be able to get that interaction with the help desk right away and just send a quick instant message to them, and you get an answer and resolution right away. Oh, greatly. The customer follow up was always falling off when I first got here, and constantly getting phone calls and messages to call customers because they were upset because we weren't following up in time. Um, Trying to figure out if parts are going to be here or what they're going to be or how long it would take to get them here. All that was just taking forever, just wasting all our time trying to run around and follow up and do all that. So now that we have Auto.Live, I mean, it's just customer complaints for follow-ups not there anymore. I mean, it's just helped and streamlined that process right away. I mean, communicating with parts, figuring out what's going on is really easy. Also, I mean, the technician, like I said, I mean, it's really awesome on how easy it makes the process for a service advisor. I've seen a good increase on the ELR and profit and sales. The biggest part of it is, you know, for advisors, a new advisor coming in may not be seasoned or skilled in selling what they need to sell. But I mean, when you're working on Auto.Live, you get that digital MPI, you get the pictures and the estimate, and you actually get to send that to the customer. They get to see what's going on with their vehicle, and sales is just easier when they could see the oil leaks or see the brakes or metal, see the tire tread that's going to be showing court soon. I mean, all that when you have that pictures and the digital MPI and the estimate, it's a lot easier to make that sell. And before you know it, you send that to the customer, it comes back and it got sold for you, and you don't have to do anything about it. That's going to be the biggest increase, I'd say. It's just the selling tool. My technicians have completely bought into it. When they put pictures, they know it comes back sold, and they put their faith into the system, and it works more often than not.